Hey guys, Craig here, product manager at Broker Engine. A lot of brokers are telling me that one of their key frustrations at the moment is being able to focus more on their high value activities, so loan structure, strategy, prospecting for clients, and less time on all the paperwork. And given today's compliance requirements, there is far more paperwork to be done, far more follow-up to be done. But struggle is in the delegation, actually bringing on team members, training them up, having them a process they can follow the bouncy ball on, and having it a redundant process. If that team member leaves, is there, can we bring on another team member and take their place without too much pain? And a lot of brokers end up back in their old ways. They end up, it's too hard, I'll just do it myself, and they end up therefore not scaling. And I guess, in my view, if you want to sort of get past the sort of $1.5, $2 million per month in settlements, obviously varies depending on loan size, but if you want to get past that sort of settlements, you do need a team, whether it's offshore, onshore, in-house, or out of house. You need a team. And so I wanted to sort of show you how I've solved that in my practice. So in my practice, we have a back office team in Manila, and we also have brokers, and we all follow the exact same process to delegate to the team in Manila. Team in Manila do all the processing, all the keying into aggregator software, or the maintenance, switch requests, client reviews, and things like that. So I'm going to walk you through how we do it. And so in my practice, I use Broker Engine, and in Broker Engine, we have all of these checklists. Now, most of them are for the team to complete, and that is another video. But as part of the checklist, we have this, what I call the broker handover checklist. And this is the indication to all of the brokers in my team, these are the steps you must complete before you delegate to the team. You cannot delegate to the team until you've done your job. Now, in your practice, the steps or what the broker does in your practice may be different to what they do in my practice. And you can customize these checklists and handover checklists to match your requirements. Main thing here is, as a broker, my key driver is to get the client, deliver the structure and strategy, and then hand that off to the team to process. And so I want to know where I'm up to. What do I need to do to make that happen? So in here, for example, I would do the fact find. So I do the fact find with the client. It's a rapport building exercise for me. I appreciate some would use sort of an online fact find or something like that. But again, is the fact find complete? Yes. So I can't hand it over to the team until the fact find's complete. Have I done my living expenses? Yes. I do a QED risk calculator just to compare living expenses to HEM and incomes to make sure that it's reasonable, all that sort of stuff. Have I done servicing? Sometimes I would delegate that to the team, depending on the lender. So I can delegate it, defer it to their pre-submission checklist, or maybe I've done it. Have I got supporting docs? Have I requested supporting docs? And again, so I might have requested supporting docs, I might have requested pricing, maybe I've done a valuation, maybe it's a pre-approval, so I'll defer that to pre-approval. Have I satisfied VOI requirements? And for some of the items, it will prompt you to actually note how you did that. So that's completely in your control. But for VOI, it actually prompts you, how did you achieve this? So that you've got a written record of exactly, when you met the client, or certified ID with the Skype call or something like that. Deal indicators, etc., etc. Now, what I'm doing, of course, here is as they come in, supporting docs are in, I use the client portal for that. Maybe the pricing comes in. Eventually, I'm going to get them all ticked off. And once they're all ticked off, my very last step is to do what we call the broker wizard. And this is my final brain dump. Maybe I've done it already, but generally I leave it to the end until I've got everything else. So the last point before I delegate to my team is to complete the broker wizard. And the purpose of the broker wizard is to make sure I'm giving the team everything they need to take the deal and prepare that deal. So it's my brain dump. So for example, it covers basic things like, what sort of approval do you want? So the team know that. It covers things like, is there a deal we can clone and aggregate a software? Maybe you did a deal for the client 2 years ago, and maybe most of it's the same, so we can just clone that deal. Little things like that. Compliance, if you haven't done your compliance notes already, you can put your compliance notes in here, and we actually have a very, very cool, detailed compliance wizard that will actually build a compliance note for you, and not just build your requirements and objectives note, but also build you a sort of a reason for selecting lender and a little bit of sort of cover your backside, I would call it, sort of note, such as you've discussed fixed rate lock and things like that. All the way down to things like discharge authority. So if you want a discharge authority, you need one. Yes, I do. And when you want it submitted. So what this will do is it'll tell the team, yes, you need to prepare one. So the client signs the discharge at the same time they sign the credit proposal and the application. But this one, we're saying don't submit it until the deal is actually formally approved. So Broker Engine will prompt the team via a task at formal approval, when the deal moves into formal approval, to submit that discharge authority so it's not missed, and they can then track that is the outgoing lender on the sidebar here. All the way down to notes for lenders, note for teams, where do you want the mortgage docs to go to, and deal indicators, which I'll cover in another video. So the purpose of this was to show you how I delegate. You could use a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet or a Word doc or something like that. We use the checklist inside of Broker Engine in conjunction with the Broker Wizard, because it sort of tees up some automation behind the scenes around discharge authorities, and where the mortgage docs go to, and links them with our advices and things like that. Craig here, product manager at Broker Engine. That is how I manage delegation to my team, and how my brokers follow the same process in my team to our processing team in Manila. If anything tweaks your interest there, please jump onto brokerengine.com.au and book a demo. Thanks, guys, and talk to you soon.